Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an amazing week. If you're new here, welcome. It's me, Soph. I do makeup videos, lifestyle videos, a bit of everything really, a bit of spooky, a bit of true crime from here to there. But anyway, before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up. Right, so for today's video, it was requested that I do a top beauty products of 2019. And I am going to do that. However, and give me a break here, there were so many beauty releases last year that I cannot remember when any of them were brought out. So if some of these that I mentioned came out the year before, I do apologise, but basically these are the top products that, like, my favourite products from 2019. And I'm going to do it in sort of sections, I think. But let's get right on into it. So for the base, I found that I don't have a top primer. Every primer I used was like, meh. So I just stick with using foundation, which is my Nivea one. Oh, and there are going to be some products that I no longer have because I did actually finish them. So I will just put a picture like here. Yeah, so I use moisturiser now. I feel like that works best for me. And all the primers are like a bit meh. I did have a phase of really enjoying the NYX Honey primer. And it is really good, but as you can see, I didn't use that much of it. Because I just feel like moisturiser works a lot better. For foundation, this one definitely didn't come out last year, as far as I'm aware. But it is the one that I used for the majority of last year, and that is my MAC Pro Longwear foundation. And that one I just really enjoy using. I did use the NYX one that actually did come out last year, I believe, for a little while. And I did enjoy that. However, as soon as I tried that MAC one, I was like, no, this is way better. So that's the one for me. And then I did also try the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. However, that one was really drying on my face and I have dry skin. So it stuck to all my patches and I just didn't enjoy it. And I have been waiting to try the Conceal and Hydrate one, but every time I tried to buy it, they don't have my shade, which is so annoying. For concealer, I do actually have this one here, which is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. However, I prefer the normal Conceal and Define concealer, which I have run out, so I will pop a picture here. I love that one. I find this one, I don't know if it's just because I've got a colour that's too light, but I just find that it's a bit too hydrating almost for like under the eyes. It is a good formula and I will continue to use it because I do like it, but I just prefer the normal Conceal and Define one. And yes, I have actually cut my hair. I have very short hair now. And when I say I cut my hair, I mean it. I cut my hair. Anyway, moving on. For setting powder, I think everyone in the world knows about this. My top ones would be the Jeffree Star one in translucent and the RCMA one, which again everyone knows about. They're both pretty good. I have gone off of this one because I feel like I use it so much that I made my mind not like what it looked like, so now I use this one. But they are two very good ones and there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, so these two are my favourite setting powder. We then move on to like bronze, highlight and blush. For my highlight, we have the Fenty Killawatt Duo highlighter duo, and it is this one right here. I'm actually wearing it today, here and here, and it is definitely my favourite one. Obviously I do also love Jeffree, but I have a palette of his, so that's in my palette section. But the shades that are in this duo are Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. They are so pretty and the formula is just really nice. I just really, really enjoy it. And these products don't mean that they're the only ones that I like. They're just like my top ones, by the way. For blush, we have, I had to pick between my Colourpop blush and this one, but I chose this one in the end, and it's the Milani Baked Powder Blush. Again, something that everyone knows about. I don't believe it came out last year. I think it came out in 2018, but I could be wrong. And mine is in the shade Rose Rosaduro. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's a very pretty colour. And I just really like the way it's like buildable and not too like boom pink. And then for bronze, I have my favourite, or my top one would be Take Home the Bronze, because I have tried a lot of bronzers last year, and honestly this one is the anti-orange bronzer, and it genuinely works. Like it makes sure that you don't look like orange. I'm using it today, a very light dusting of it, but you can go in more heavy-handed than I have, and it will still be just as good. But yeah, and I find that although I have other bronzers that I do like, they do bring out the orange, and it makes me look a bit like. For what were we on? Eyes. For eyebrows, my top one would be the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, and that is because this tip, it's like angled. Let me spin it up a bit. It's like angled, but it's kind of thick, so you fill it in with like the angled bit. You fill it in. I just put myself on here. You fill it in, and then you can use like the tip of the angled bit to sort of line it out, and it's just such a quick way of doing my eyebrows, and this is like my favourite way to do my eyebrows now. And then on the other end it just has the spoolie, so it's like such a good thing to have on the go. For eyeshadow base, we of course have the P. Louise base, which I only recently started using. I think I got it in November, so it was quite late in the year, and it has topped everything. I used to use the Revolution, I don't know what it was. It was like a Revolution eye primer. I don't know. I'll try and find a picture and put it here, but this definitely tops it all, and I thought it was going to be an overhyped thing, but it definitely isn't, and I definitely recommend spending the money if you got it. Then I just realised I haven't got lip. I'm going to skip eyeshadows because my eyeshadows are in the form of palettes, and I am doing a whole palette section. So if we just move on to mascara, my favourite mascara is the Revolution mascara by Makeup Revolution. Again, I've completely run out of it, but I will put a picture here. It is so good. It makes your eyes quite clumpy, so if you don't like the clumpy look, you won't like it. But this product came out last year, and as soon as I tried it, I was in love. I also like the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, which again, I've used up all of it, and we'll have to purchase a new one, but they're a little bit pricey, so I don't really like spending my money, but it is such a good mascara. However, the ones that I have with me, well, the one that I have with me is the L'Oreal Bambi Eyes. It only came out like a few months ago, and like towards the end half of 2019, and it actually is really good. It's not my favourite, but it's really good, and I felt like I needed to show you something. I don't have a favourite eyeliner. I have recently tried the Kat Von D liquid eyeliner, but I am so bad at winged eyeliner that I haven't really used it that much, so I don't really have the option to say whether it's my top one or not. And obviously I always do my emo liner, but again, they're just pencils to me. They're nothing special, so I'm gonna skip over them. For lip, I have a few things. If you have watched my sort of get ready with me videos or my tutorials, you know that I pretty much always plump my lips, and at the moment my favourite lip plumper is one by Project Lip, and it's just a clear balm. You put it on like you would anything else, rub your lips together, and eventually they start burning. It is quite strong, so if you don't like the strong tingling ones, I wouldn't recommend it. However, for me, because I always use them because my lips are thin AF, this is my favourite one. For actual lip products, I kind of have two, but this one is a Colourpop just a tint lip crayon in the shade Gimme Small, and I really like these because they feel really hydrating, and they're something like you can whack on quick. Yes, of course, they're not matte or anything, so they don't stay on through the day, but they feel really nice, and when they're on they smell like peach, which is incredible. But yeah, so you take it with you, whack it on, you're good to go. My other top are literally any Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. Obviously this one is my black one, which is Weirdo, which came out ages ago, but I only recently got it. And to be fair, this is my favourite colour because my favourite colour in general is black, and I'm always saying that I'm like low-key goth, but I don't have the confidence to sort of be that way. but I put this on the other day with my makeup and I loved it. So that's my favourite colour, but I have so many of Jeffree's and I love them all. Oh, I also forgot my Lush lip scrub. I've never tried a Jeffree Star one, so I don't have the option to pick that. But the Lush lip scrubs are incredible. They're edible. They taste good. Not that you're meant to taste them, but you can. They taste good and they smell good and they're so good at just removing all that dry skin. And I have so much on my lips at this time of the year. It is insane. Oh no, I missed this one as well. This is a honey chocolate lip balm by Rabbit 1745 or something like that. And let me tell you, this is the most hydrating lip balm I have ever owned. I got it from Hotel Chocolate, but this is an individual brand and I believe you can get it on ASOS. You barely need anything and it's so good. I put it on throughout the day and I put it on before I go to sleep and it has helped my lips so much during this cold season. Finally, now that we've done the individual makeup items, I'm going to go on to palette. Now I know a lot of these did actually come out last year, so I know I got some facts right. But there's a mixture of eyeshadow and face palettes, I think. But these are my favourite few palettes. Admittedly, these are the ones that I got most recently. And I do have a lot more top palettes, but I have so many that it's just so hard to get out. So I will start off by saying the original four Beauty Bay palettes that they came out with, the big ones that have like 42 colours in. I have the yellow one and the blue one, so I think Evolve and Identity, and they are so good. And I also have the Going Out one, which is a palette full of shimmers, which is incredible. Because they're so clumpy, I kind of keep them away, so I never reach for them. But if I had a beauty area where I had everything near me, I would definitely reach for those three, probably the most. And then another palette that I really love is the Colourpop Baby Got Peach palette, which is just like this, which is some really nice summery spring tones. And this was the first year that I tried Colourpop and I absolutely love them. It's such a good palette and they're so affordable as well. And because they've added to their website, where when you check out, you pay your custom tax there. So it's all like settled and you don't have to pay it when it gets to you. So you know exactly how much you're paying before you pay it, which is incredible. My face palette is my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro. It looks like I haven't touched it, but I genuinely have. This one fell out like the minute I got it, so it's all crushed. These ones are good for like creative looks. And then this one's the one that I actually use on my face. And honestly, again, I was always worried that, because I love Jeffree, but I was always worried that his highlights would be overrated, but they're not, I'll tell you that. This isn't my top one, but it is worth a mention. Huda Beauty eyeshadows are insane. I genuinely thought that they would be mediocre and like just as good as like any other thing, but I understand why she charges that much. However, I will say that I have cheaper makeup that works just as well. So if you don't mind spending a bit of money, it is worth it. However, if you don't want to spend money, there are loads of brands, loads of eyeshadow palettes that work just as well. The other palette, another eyeshadow palette that I love is this Colourpop one, which is actually a magnetic one. So you can take them out and fill it with whatever you want. But this one was already filled. Of course you can change it if you want to, but I just loved the colour story of this. These are all colours that I would wear, and it's the first time that I probably brought a palette where there is no colour that I wouldn't wear, because all these darks go with all of these lights. So my go-to is to put a light colour on, smoke it out with a dark colour, and then put a bit of shimmer on, which is like this whole palette. So love. And finally, taking me back to my roots of my channel, is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Again, it looks like I haven't touched it, and that isn't because I don't like it and that I'm lying now. I adore this palette. The colours work so incredibly well, and the shimmers are like probably one of the best shimmers that I've ever tried. I just have so many palettes now that I kind of rotate, but I absolutely adore this palette. As you would see if you watched my review on it that I did for my first ever video here, this one is genuinely my favourite one. And is so, and it's got this massive mirror, and the actual, like, I said all this in my review video, but the actual, like, packaging is like weighted and because of the magnets, and it just feels really nice, and I just love it so much. And that is it for the palettes. I'm gonna show you a few skincare products now that are my top, because last year was the year that I got into skincare, so I can actually have a vote on these things. My favourite toner, or my top toner for last year, is the Pixi Rose Tonic. Again, everyone and their mama knows about this. I just love it. It's so good. I had the dupe, and I can't really remember how well the dupe did, if I'm honest, but I want to say that the actual one did better, purely because I remember my face stinging a little bit after the other one, and this one doesn't make my face sting. So to me, that's a good sign. Recently discovered my favourite cleanser to use, so I only use it when I have a full face on, is the Body Shop Carrot Wash Energizing Face Cleanser, and I got this in a gift set that I hauled a little while back. If you don't like the smell of carrots, then you probably won't like the smell of this, because it does smell very strong of like carrot soup or whatever. But it genuinely makes my skin feel so good. It removes the makeup so well. Like, I barely even have to go over it with my toner. And yeah, it's so good. I highly recommend. And then finally is my face spray, and it's the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating Essence Spray with pink grapefruit, which is this one here. I did also used to use the Mario Badescu, but I prefer this one because this one I can actually feel my face feeling hydrated after I spray it. Whereas the other one is just like a spray and it kind of makes your face feel fresh. This one actually hydrates my face, which is exactly what I need. And yeah, it smells really good as well. They have a whole range of face sprays. I'm pretty sure they have a spray for whatever type of skin you are, and that is incredible. But I believe that is everything. Those are my top products from 2019. If you have any that I haven't mentioned or that you would recommend, please leave a comment down below. Again, I'm sorry if some of these weren't brought out last year, but they were like my top ones from last year that I enjoyed the most out of. We're on 93 subscribers, and I just want to say before I say bye that we are obviously doing that giveaway, and we're 7 away from the giveaway starting to close. So if you are new here and you are enjoying my videos, please hit the subscribe button, give a thumbs up, head over to my Instagram and enter. There are so many people entering already, and it's really exciting, and I can't wait to hit my 100 milestone. I know it seems really small, but for me that is a big deal. When you think about yourself in a room, this is how my boyfriend describes it, because I was getting really sad that like my channel wasn't growing as fast as I wanted to, but my boyfriend said to me, Sophie, if you're in a room with 100 people or with 93 people, you would freak out. And that is actually so true. I would freak out if I was in a room with 100 people. So the fact that well, 93 people, so the fact that 93 people are like subscribed to me and watch my videos is insane, and I just want to say thank you for all the support. There are lots of girlies out there that are being very supportive of me, and I just want them to know that I really appreciate it, because you give me a little confidence boost every time you comment saying I love this video, or every time you message me. That really helps. Like, I don't think you realise how much that helps. That was my top products of 2019, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Special. Today I got the world.